Welcome to Not Today's Society. Delayed introduction. That is Bonnie. I am Pat. We're doing a video into 2024.
Yes.
If you're interested in this content, consider subscribing, and we will chat with you guys in the comments. Let's see what we got today. This is something she put together, meaning I know nothing about these videos. Sometimes I know like a little bit. I know nothing about these. She doesn't know everything either, because usually you save them, watch a little bit, seems a little interesting, whatever. Let's see. What do we got?
There's a theory that any rapper that comes out with a song called Armed and Dangerous, they die. Juice WRLD came out with a song, Armed and Dangerous. He passed away. Pop Smoke came with a song, Armed and Dangerous. He passed away. King Von came out with a song, Armed and Dangerous. He passed away. Now it gets deeper,
What?
This Biggie, right? Biggie, he didn't have a song called Armed and Dangerous, but he had a song called Notorious Thugs, right? The first line in the song, Gavin, the first verse, he says, Armed and Dangerous. Ain't too many can hang with us.
Armed and dangerous?
That phrase, Armed and Dangerous, is deadly for all rappers, bro. Now listen, what's even crazier, we talked about PNB, remember? So, Meek Mill.
Oh yeah, Meek Mill.
He had a song, it wasn't called Armed and Dangerous, it was called Dangerous. And who's featured on that song? Who's featured?
PNB?
PNB Rock.
No.
And that's one of his biggest hits.
That's bizarre.
That is either crazy coincidence
Right.
or some crazy whatever
Like-
that is. Like,
Bad juju.
yeah. That's crazy.
That's not, it's not even.
Like, okay, so I'm just going to put a little something into it. We had a previous episode where we talked about The Simpsons.
That's
how,
what came into my mind.
Yeah, how people say Simpsons predict the future. But they have so many predictions about things that when you have so many, you have a better
It's like a
chance of
numbers
being
game,
right.
yeah.
So it's like maybe the term armed and dangerous is used so much in verses, in lyrics that
But
it's
it'd be
just- but I don't
interesting to
know.
look at the opposite, like
How many are used?
has
Yeah.
Armed and Dangerous,
Yes.
but did not pass. So
Exactly, because I feel like it could be one of those things similar to
Yeah.
The Simpsons. Where it's like, yeah, The Simpsons do predict a lot, but they have X amount more predictions than any other TV show out there. So the odds are, like, yeah, they might have a few right, but look at the thousands that were wrong. You know what I mean? That's just it's an odds game at that point.
Yeah.
It's definitely creepy just to think about that. It sucks, but I am curious about how many other songs are called that, have the words in it.
Or,
I guarantee there's probably a ton that are alive. But that is a coincidence, I guess.
It's a
you know what I
really-
mean? That's
it's
a
a
crazy,
really big
crazy
coincidence, yeah.
That is crazy. Ready?
All right, if you're not rich, you need to watch this video because I'm about to explain something that you need to hear if you ever want to be. The rich are getting so much richer while the poor are getting poor. Last year alone, the income per household dropped almost 9%. The household income is $64,000 a year. That means each person is getting about $32,120. That is nothing. So while the average American's income is basically collapsing, corporate profits are at record highs. How does that make any sense? I would say mainly consumerism, because Americans are so unhappy that they feel like they need to buy things for them to be happier, and all these big companies know that. So everywhere you look, you're gonna be like, oh, I need that, oh, I need this, oh, I need that. Consumerism is what's gonna keep you poor and make them even more money. If you want to escape this cycle of make money, spend money, make money, spend money, you have to start your own business. There's no other way around it. You get tax benefits and you actually have leverage. When you're working for somebody else, the only thing that you can leverage is working for them more, giving them more of your time, which is basically guaranteeing you stay in a cycle of rat race forever. And nowadays you can make so much money on TikTok, it's unreal. You just don't know where to start. I'm telling you, go watch this video. That's absolutely free. Or if you want an even shorter cut, click this thing right here. It's now or never. The window is closing, seriously.
Yeah. Trying to think where it started now.
It started with the household income went
Yes.
down about 9%.
Oh, no.
Which is crazy. Yeah.
I was going to just, one thing touched base about the whole buying, and then it reminded me, it's just we're Amazon. I think Amazon literally trained everyone into just instant gratification of buying. Like, it used to be 2-day shipping, which was which was amazing when it, then it went to like 1 day in some areas. Now, same day. You could wake up in the morning and be like, scrolling through, I want this. It could be there 4 hours later in your front
Yeah,
porch,
it's
or
crazy.
in the middle of the night. You can't sleep. You order, you wake up, it's at your front door.
It's bizarre.
And now people are
it's-
trained
yeah.
to that. Like they're laying in their bed, they don't feel. I've done it before. It's like, oh, I'm looking at stuff. It's like, I can get this tomorrow. Okay, I'll order it. Did I really
Yeah.
need that? Well, I don't know. Yes, people are, and it doesn't help that like Amazon, they're literally training people.
Yeah.
They're getting
I'm a
used
big,
to this.
first of all, I'm a big Amazon person, so
Yeah,
yeah.
we both are, and
For
she's
sure.
huge. We got packages literally every day coming. I'm like, not mine, not mine.
But
yeah,
back to kind of what he was, where it started off, it was like the household income is going down, which is just so sad. And then everything else is skyrocketing. You know,
They're buying
rent,
so much.
mortgage,
that too. Yeah.
bills, cars, everything. Everything is going up, but somehow we're making less. And, you know, and then corporations are at all-time high.
Yeah.
It's a really...
And that's why,
you
yeah,
know.
and we live in an age where, like you said, there is a lot of ways to make money on your own. It's not easy, but there's never been a better opportunity to try to do it.
Yeah.
So it is something that everyone should explore in their free time. There's plenty of people that I know that even as small as starting an Etsy shop, you know what I mean? Like just
Yeah.
little things. You know, you could. There's
Well,
so many
side
ways
hustle,
to make.
you
Yeah,
never
there's so many
know.
ways you can make
you
money.
don't, what's that saying? You miss the shots that you don't take. You only
miss-
miss the
you
shots
miss
that you don't
all
take.
the shots you don't take.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's,
you miss. I'm trying. You miss all the shots you don't take. I'm pretty sure that's how it goes because it's true.
Yeah,
Or,
yeah,
you know,
you know what I'm saying.
Exactly. So go and take a shot. In other words,
Yep.
yeah, definitely try and take.
I've
advantage of
fallen
things.
into a lot of those videos where it's showing. It's just so bizarre, like how when people used to make like $80,000 and be comfortable. For
Now it's,
us
like,
to
impossible.
be comfortable now with
know.
everything going up, it's $120,000.
Yeah, before like six figures used to sound so good. Now it's like what? Like you need to.
You're
make that.
barely surviving
Exactly.
at six figures. Like I've seen a
A
lot of those
millionaire
videos.
used to sound amazing.
It's
Nowadays,
crazy.
you know, one thing he didn't touch base on, which I thought he would have, was he's talked about not spending a lot of your money. 'Cause that's what everyone is doing nowadays. But also the savings and investing side.
Investing, yeah.
That is something that I still.
But I think he went more
firmly-
towards the like starting a
Yeah,
business. Yep.
but I still firmly believe that it's a problem that it's not taught in school. Mm-hmm. It is not taught in school
It's
how
crazy.
to invest in
like unless they
and
changed it
build.
since we were in school. But when we were in school,
I had to learn
didn't
that
know
on my own,
the
and-
important thing: the investing, the checks, the paying bill, like any of that stuff.
It's not taught.
I didn't know.
And not everyone's family, like my parents were not into any of that. So I had to learn that on my own at an older age. I wish I knew when I was younger. Because when I started investing, I was like, wow, I saw the benefits of dividends and compound investments and how you could just make money passively and just do it properly. And I started doing it, helped you into it and everything. But it's something that I really think should be taught at a younger age, and more people should be doing it. It's just, you're not taught, and then a lot of people just don't know how to do it.
Yeah.
Just investing in general, saving your money, investing it, how to...
making the money work for you.
Exactly, making the money work for
But
you.
the thing is nowadays people don't have that. People don't have the money to invest because
But if you
we're caught in this like crazy cycle
but at a
right
very
now.
young age, if you started and like always
of
put a little
course,
bit,
yeah.
and that's why I think it should be taught. Because at a young age, it should be taught putting a little bit
Yeah.
away, investing, and then that compounds. And then when you're at an older age, you could reap the benefits of that.
Yep.
And then maybe start your own business and have a little extra money on the side. What is it called? When you have like money, a safe, I forget there's a word for it. Whatever it is. I don't know. Thing.
Oh, rainy check, rainy day.
fund, rainy day fund.
Rainy
Yeah,
day
that type
fund.
of stuff. All right, that was a lot of time spent on this video,
Okay.
but it was good. Let's see what else we got here.
Do y'all remember that Balenciaga model that went missing? And then this mannequin ended up showing up in a Balenciaga store that looked exactly like him? So I'm doing a little bit of scrolling, and I see this video.
Yo, look at this dude in the airplane. The dude is in like a glass box, sleeping. Fell asleep. And it totally broke me for a little while when I came up on it. I was like, no way, why do they have this cool box? Is it one at a time and it's like soundproof and you can go in and take a nap? It's a sculpture. The Traveler, Dwayne Hansen, 1925 to 1996. Bronze, polychromed in oil, mixed media with accessories, 1985, Florida artist. What in the world died 71 years, by the way. So, is that like a real dude? And he was a traveler? I love the accuracy of everything here. Like, that's really good. Kind of some like dark circles a little bit. The old luggage tags.
Come on. I mean, honestly, come on. Like, I paused it in multiple places, zoomed into that guy's face, like, that does not look or feel like any kind of prosthetics to me, or that feels, in my soul, that dude feels real. And when you understand the way this world really works, and what the powers that be are actually capable of, and the things that they've already done in this life, it changes the way you see things. It changes the possibilities. All I know is I got a lot of questions. Like, I would love to know who that guy is. Like, I'm not talking about the artist, I'm talking about the person that you're looking at in that video. What do you all think?
Yeah, like, was that based, like, did the artist base it off of someone, or was it just his imagination making a person?
It seemed like it was based off someone.
It is, the whole
had, like,
Traveler.
The name.
Yeah, Traveler, it had
Dwayne,
dates,
whatever.
whatever.
Yeah.
That was creepy. That just looks very real.
We've seen like those mannequin things before in our previous videos.
If I could
maybe
find
we'll
the video,
link it up
it's
here.
gonna be a hard one to find because we have so many. But there was some where, yes, it literally was the fingers. People thought it was a real person. I think. Honestly,
and that's what it kind of seems like here with both of the situations. The Balenciaga model, he went missing, and then they had like
that person.
It was a tribute. I don't know. It's kind of weird.
I didn't hear about that story, but whoever the model was and the figure model, whatever you want to call mannequin, yeah, they looked very similar. So, like you said, if it's a tribute,
if it was a tribute, fine. But
model,
it was very odd that it went missing, and there must have been some suspense or mystery to that story. I don't know it like that. And then this was just very weird, very odd. And he even said, like, when you know what this world can do and what they've done, it makes you think.
Yeah, let us know what you think about that, or if you have any other information on that.
So everyone and their brother is weighing in on Colorado removing Donald Trump from the ballot. Now California is threatening to do the same by December 28th. But then Texas says, oh, hell no. If you're going to take Trump off the ballot, we are going to remove Biden from the ballot. And I expect there would be some other Republican states that would also follow suit on that. Now, it seems only one of the other Republican candidates have a nutsack, and that's Vivek Ramaswamy, who stood up and said, I'll remove myself from the ballot if this is not overturned by the Supreme Court. And then challenged the other 3 Republicans still in the race to do the same, but of course they declined. RFK came out and said, this should worry every single American. And it should. Now look, I don't care which side you're on. I don't care if you love or hate Donald Trump. But you have to admit that this is wrong. And I'm sure this will be overturned by the Supreme Court because at the end of the day, this is probably one of the most undemocratic things that 4 unelected officials could do. And that's taking your right to vote for the person that you want for president away from you. Now, the issue here is this is not unprecedented. It's been done before. It was done to Abraham Lincoln. He was removed from like 10 states' ballots. Of course, he still won. But guess what followed a year later? The Civil War. So I was chatting with my husband about whether we're headed for civil war. And he said, sometimes I think we're already in civil war. It just doesn't look the way we thought it would look. We thought it would be guns and bombs and artillery and hand-to-hand combat. But it's not. It's technological warfare. Which reminded me of General Flynn's book that I read, which is all about 5th-generation warfare. Saying basically they will erode the moral fibers of our society from within without ever firing one single shot. How will that be done? Social media. What's the first thing we do? Take to these apps to spread hate and dox one another every single day. I don't have the answer. But I do know that I've never seen our country so divided in my lifetime. I've never seen them dangle so many carrots of division and us gobble them up, taking the bait every single day at each other's throats. I don't know what it'll take to reach across the aisle and shake hands and realize that it's us against them, not Republicans against Democrats. But I do know that I have the ability to see it, that I do not have blinders on, and that many do. Because sometimes It's comfortable in the not knowing, because once your eyes are open to what's going on, you now have to stand against it. It's time to take the blinders off. It's time to get a little bit uncomfortable, so that maybe we can get our country back without some sort of 9/11 type experience happening, because I know that's the fear. I just would hate for it to have to come to something like that to bring us back together, if it's even possible. So what do you say, America? Do you even think it's possible to come together? I think it's time to form a strategy. Love to hear your thoughts. Drop me a comment.
It's crazy. She was this the ending of something like 9/11 bringing the country together, because it really did. It really
and that's scary that it had to something had to happen.
Something so horrible to happen. You know,
like I'm not into politics too much, but like she said, the fact that it's taking away people's right to vote, like, that is wrong. You know what I mean? As someone, even if I'm not into that in itself is just not.
I didn't even know that was a thing like that. Our certain states can say, I don't want to have this guy on the ballot anymore. I didn't know that was a thing.
Isn't that the point of voting? You just you vote for who you want. Completely removing someone.
What's
like, what?
crazy that threw me for a loop is that this did happen to Abraham Lincoln. Now he still won, but then a year later, Civil War broke out. Now,
she said now it's almost like a technological.
There's so many points to that.
We're watching TikTok videos to you, and you're watching YouTube on us, and we're making the videos for YouTube. Technology just everywhere. Social media is everywhere. It consumes us. It could be good. It could be bad. A lot of it is bad. You have to use it.
I've seen people go so far with the politics for A or B. Let's just say that, and people go so far. They threaten. They do crazy things. It's just like, first of all, everyone has their own right to
their opinion,
believe in whoever they want to, whether it comes to religion or politics. Like, that's to each their own, you know? But yeah, I did not know a state could say, I want to take this person off.
It's almost like that's the point of voting. Like,
we're supposed to be in a country.
Vote for it. Why? How can you take
Democracy
away
is being able to vote, and that's just crazy.
Let us know what you think about this.
I think we are in a type of civil war.
Yeah,
like she said,
this whole technological civil war and how,
because we are so divided. Like she said, I'm sorry, I don't mean to keep going on, but like there were so many points in there. Like our country is divided over everything. You know, like I won't go into it, but like
you can
everything.
Hop on and everyone's complaining or arguing, or there's a comment and then people are arguing about it.
Yep.
Every little thing.
Everything from A to Z, we're divided.
I ended up figuring out that the casinos cheat. They cheat in ways that most people are unaware of, and I reversed their cheats, and I became one of Vegas's biggest winners of all time.
How long did that go on?
It took 3 years of gambling, specifically in Las Vegas, before I got banned from 95% of the casinos in the world.
How did they ban you?
It came in all different ways. Some of them made up crazy stories. Some of them told me outright. They'll wait till I show up. It'll be the first time I ever came to that particular casino. And when I get there, I get met with security and they go, "You're a sharp player, you're an advantage player, we're not gonna take your business."
How much do you think you won?
It was calculated something in the realm of $32 million. And that's just from specifically the Las Vegas casinos. I play a lot of games in private settings as well. In the beginning, they thought that it's impossible unless I'm cheating. So they go, "He's just hot right now. He's lucky. Keep him coming back. Give him a private jet. Give him the Rolls Royce. Give him the Maybach. Keep him happy. And eventually he'll lose it all back and then some." Slowly they go, "Well, he's not losing it back, so he must be cheating. We got to keep him."
What was your game?
I won the most amount of money playing Baccarat. But it's probably only because they let me bet the most. They let me bet $250,000 a hand in Baccarat.
They let you go higher.
They let me go to $250,000, yeah.
Hoping that you would lose quick.
Yeah, lose bigger, faster, and harder. Yeah. But I won more, faster, and harder. Yeah.
Wow, good for him. Now, I was going to say what game. Luckily, the interviewer did ask at the end.
I'm not too familiar with that game.
But yeah, unfortunately, Baccarat or something.
I think the only reason he wanted to do that was because they allowed him bet the most.
Yeah. I was curious what game it was and a little annoyed and pissed. I don't know what the game Baccarat or whatever it is. I'm going to have to Google that now because that just seems like it's something that I guess you probably need to put a lot of time and effort into it.
Yeah.
But with the right mindset and I guess whatever you call studying it, he reverse engineered and was able to figure out.
It's just so insane.
It's all odds at the end of the day.
Right.
There's card counting. It's all odds and putting the odds in your favor. So for every X amount of times you lose, this many times you win. As long as it's in your favor, then you could repeat.
correct me if I'm wrong, but it seems like he said that they kind of cheat us, so he reverse engineered it so
because
that
most
he
of,
would
because
always
most of the time
win.
the house wins. That's why they're able to
Yeah.
operate at the end of the day.
So
there's
I
only,
don't
there's
know
only
how
like a few
he-
big winners. Most of the time the house wins.
But is that what he kind of? He's not cheating, but
No,
he
no,
just
he's
kind of
not-
reverse engineered it to benefit himself.
Again, I
no?
think it's an odds game. Again, it's just odds and kind of it's just putting odds in your favor. Give me 1 second. All right, sorry, we had an interruption. So we were talking about how he did it.
Yeah, that's why I was kind of
Yeah, so I don't think it's cheating,
No.
even though it's like a gray area. I think it's the odds, kind of like there's card counting. It's putting the odds in your favor by some sort of way. And by doing that, anytime the odds are in your favor, you're going to win more than you lose then if the odds are in your favor.
Right.
Once he found a way to do that, then it's just a rinse and repeat thing.
Yeah,
You
I
can just
can't
keep doing
believe
it.
people would be like, no, we know you, and
Yeah,
we're not
that's-
going to accept your
he-
business.
Yeah, he must have definitely.
And then the other way around, oh, he's just hot. We're gonna.
Yeah,
So that was
that's
cool.
funny too. Yeah, because people think like, oh yeah, he's doing well. He's putting so much money in. Let him keep doing it, so then he could lose it all. But then he wasn't losing. And they're like, oh, we're losing. We're losing a lot of money.
Crazy.
All right, I think we got one more.
McDonald's having a big M and them symbolizing the big M. I didn't think that was a big deal. Why would I? Or Marathon gas station or M&M's candy. I didn't think that was a big deal. Why would I? As I, started looking into numerology, I understood that M is 13, and that signifies homage to the 13 bloodline Illuminati families. It's all over the place. Go on your computers and put in all the movies that start with 13. 13 Warriors, 13 Ghosts. It's like 30 of them. Then start looking at Ladder 49 or 6 Days, 7 Nights. This is a joke. I already mentioned the sports teams, the 76ers, 7-6, 13, 49ers. So it's all over if you look at it. And the system that's always in the court system, always in religion, always in astrology, it's all the same. It's 12 plus 1. 12 jurors, 1 judge, legally. Religious. Jesus, 12 apostles. Astrology, sun, 12 signs. Come on. It's everywhere. What do you think, this is a coincidence? They have enough up here to understand this is not a coincidence. That tells you people who know a lot more than you, if you mind be honest with yourself, are actually using this stuff. Start asking yourself why, start getting curious, and then things might start coming together for you.
Yeah.
So first when you said 13, I'm like, well, the 3, if you turn it sideways, it looks like an M.
But I
That was
think
just me thinking
M
that.
is the 13th letter, I believe.
Yeah, that I didn't know
That's
how,
what-
but
I think so.
the more he said it, the more I saw it. Like sports teams, for example, like 49ers, 4-9 is 13 in football. 76ers, which I don't follow basketball much, but I know that's basketball. 7-6, 13.
Yep.
Shows,
Everything,
13
yep.
Reasons Why, which is a Netflix thing.
Yeah,
All
there's a
these
lot
other-
of movies, 13 going on 30. There's so much like that.
The Nights and Days, what is it?
Yeah.
40.
Wait, what?
There's a movie like Nights, Days, I forget what it was too.
49?
No, it's X amount of days and nights. I forget. I think it also.
28.
Why are you just,
Wait,
are you just
what?
randomly
28
saying numbers?
days, 28 days. Like, I
No,
don't know.
it was
I don't
like
know,
this
whatever.
many days and nights. It had to do with 13.
But there's a lot of movies. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
And then like everything is 12 plus 1, which is 13. Like,
Yeah.
At the end, he was going into that. So that's interesting. I would love
That
to
is-
learn more
yeah.
of the numerology and everything because
Definitely.
it seems.
Definitely something I want to look more into. 'Cause that's interesting when it comes to 13 and whatnot. I never really knew about that number being related to
Another one
Illuminati
is
or something.
23.
out
23
there.
is another number that is similar to that, but yeah.
Did not know. All right. Well, that's the
All
last
right.
video in today's episode. If you're interested in more, consider subscribing, drop a
Please do.
comment, and we will chat with you guys down there and catch you guys in our next episode. Thanks a lot.
All right. Bye.